At first glance, Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl. Senpai looks like your average high school anime with a weird title and a girl in a bunny costume. But if you stick around just a little longer, you'll notice something quietly magical, not because of superpowers or explosions, but because it talks about feelings. Like real feelings. The kind you don't always have words for. This anime isn't really about bunny girls or science fiction. It's about the invisible messiness of growing up, and how emotions can sometimes feel so big, they start to shape the world around you. In the story, there's this mysterious thing called Adolescence Syndrome. It's not something doctors talk about, and it's definitely not in textbooks. But in the world of the show, when a teenager is going through something hard, like really hard, it can cause strange things to happen. One girl becomes invisible, another keeps reliving the same day. Someone else literally splits into two different versions of herself. Wild, right? But it's not about fantasy. It's all about how emotions bubble up when no one's listening. It's about what happens when you feel so misunderstood. Your feelings just kind of burst out into the world. Take Mai, for example. She's beautiful, famous, and super cool on the outside, but deep down, she feels incredibly lonely. After taking a break from acting, people start to forget she even exists. It's not a metaphor. Like, they literally stop seeing her. She walks around in a bunny suit in the middle of the library, and no one notices. And yeah, it's kind of funny at first, but it's also sad, because what she's really thinking is, if I stop being useful, will anyone care about me? That's a heavy question, and it's one a lot of people secretly ask themselves, especially when they're scared to open up. When you feel invisible, sometimes it's not just in your head. That's where Sakuta comes in. He sees her. Not because he's some magical boy or chosen one, just because he's paying attention. He notices the quiet things. He listens when no one else does. And he doesn't try to fix her with some big speech or act like he has all the answers. He just stands next to her and says, "Hey, I'm here." And somehow that's enough to make her feel seen again. And then there's Tomo. Oh, Tomo. She's so bubbly and funny, but also kind of trapped. She ends up stuck in a time loop, repeating the same day over and over. And the reason? She's scared. Scared of messing up. Scared of people talking behind her back. Scared of making choices and being judged for them. So her world literally freezes. It's like she's trying to hit the pause button on her life so she doesn't have to face tomorrow. That's kind of relatable, isn't it? Then there's Rio. Sweet, brainy, lonely Rio. She splits into two versions of herself. One that hides and one that posts selfies online just to feel something. It's like part of her wants to disappear, and part of her is shouting, "Hey, I exist!" Her whole story is about not knowing how to love yourself when you feel like you don't measure up. And instead of choosing one side, she has to learn to understand both, the quiet one and the loud one, because they're both her. And let's not forget Kaede. Her story isn't flashy. It's soft, quiet, gentle. She was bullied online so badly that she developed a new personality just to survive. The cheerful Kaede we meet in most of the show is actually a version of herself that was created to escape pain. But when her old memories return, the cheerful Kaede starts to fade away. It's heartbreaking, because healing doesn't just mean, "Yay, everything's fine now." Sometimes it means saying goodbye to the parts of yourself that kept you safe when things were too hard to handle. And that kind of bravery? That's something you don't see very often in anime. Throughout the whole story, Sakuta is just there. He's awkward, kind of rude sometimes, and not your usual sparkly anime boy. But he listens, and not in a "tell me your secrets" way. More like, "I don't think you're broken just because you're sad." He doesn't fall in love with people to save them. He just accepts them. And honestly, that kind of love, messy, patient, real, is so much more powerful than any magical cure. So, what is adolescent syndrome really? It's the way feelings grow too loud when no one hears them. It's being scared that the real you isn't enough. It's the pain of change, of growing up, of trying to understand who you are. And this show doesn't try to give you all the answers. Instead, it offers a warm hand and says, yeah, it's hard, but you're not alone. Bunny Girl Senpai isn't just a story about love or high school drama. It's about being seen, about how healing doesn't always come from big moments, but from quiet ones, from someone listening, from someone staying, and maybe, just maybe, from learning to stay with yourself too.